Okay. Yeah, it's really annoying that the game just doesn't let me just kind of craps out on the music whenever I tab out. I want to get back to this. Did I finish this? No, these are all missions I haven't done yet. Oh, we exterminated the monster here, so we're gonna head back. I remember this. I got this. Not gonna lie though, I think I'd probably enjoy this a bit more if I tuned the difficulty to be much easier. I remember trying it out on the hardest difficulty. That was a mistake. Oh, wait. Do I have to... Yeah, I have to match it. Yeah. Yeah. See? See? Oh my god. Crap. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. Keep planting fire on it. Rest. No, that's not water. Airstrike. Yeah, probably airstrike. See? Oh wait, shit. Wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait. Go back in. What's the thing? There we go. Hey guys, what's Trails in the Sky about? It's an RPG released in the magical world of 2000 and what was it? When was it? When did this game come out? 2003? The magical land. This was a time when people weren't triple ironic in the internet. It was a time we'll never get back. But yeah, no, this is not a gacha. But yeah, no, the point is that no, this is not a gacha game. This is not a modern type of game. No, this is a JRPG from the before times. God, describing 2003. It's the before times really is making me grow extra gray hairs. Actually, wait, where's the town? Hold on. I think I'm actually lost. Hold on. Okay, so I believe it's to the right. Yeah, I believe it's to the right. Yeah. Just speed it up a bit. I was barely a toddler at the time. Dude, you were a toddler in the mid-2000s? The fuck are your parents doing? No, that... I mean, look, I mean, I get it. That I'm like halfway joking about that because, like, I get it. People from the mid-2000s are grown-ass adults with all their body hair now. I still haven't processed that yet. I'm still from a time when when anyone born after 2002 was still a baby, but now we're talking about grown-ass adults and everything, and people are. And I remember taking classes recently and going, oh yeah, and then there are people around me going, oh yeah, dude, I loved playing on the fucking Wii. That was my childhood, and then I had to process that because I thought, but that doesn't make any sense. The Wii came out when I was already. Wait, then I realized no, dude, not everyone's your age. Yeah, just like the target audience for these type of games remains pretty young, and I have unfortunately like grown way past that. But yeah, the general idea here is that I wanted to also get into. There you go. General idea here is that I also wanted to get into more the retro games. And I know it's kind of weird that is considered this I guess. Yeah, no, I'll consider this a retro game because it has a modern day remake. A remake I have not played and will not play for a very long time, not because I'm not interested, but because I'm interested in finishing this version of the game first, because it does have it does give me the idea of remakes and stuff. There was a time when I would always say, oh no, just play the most recent entry in every game. Just even if you have a remake, then just play the remake instead of the original. But nowadays I'm more so leaning towards playing the originals over the remakes and ports, even if the remakes and ports may seem the objectively better experience, because I want to know how exactly did people play this game when it originally came out? How was the experience? And I know technically I'm not actually experiencing the game as it originally came out, because spoiler alert, I'm playing this game with a voice acting mod. I obtained the voice acting from the later releases of this game and applied it to this version. Also some of the artwork, but that's besides the point. But other than that, those two details that are certainly innocuous, this game is still preserved in its original form. Largely. The whole speed up I've been doing, yeah, that also wasn't actually there. Okay, this is Chapel. Where's the Bracer Guild? Oh my god, I'm so... Okay, there we go. Report.
お疲れ様。無事に目的を達成できたみたいじゃな。何か依頼を達成したら、
I will say I probably would have been enjoying this game a lot more if I was playing it in an easier difficulty, because I gotta have an older brother from the late millennial generation, so I got to grow up with the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Boy Advance, and Xbox. Oh, nice. I was a toddler back in the day, so my earliest gaming memories are all with the OG Game Boy and the 64. I remember there were a few people IRL that had the Sega. Well, it was actually the Sega Genesis, but everyone back in the day just called it, hey dude, I'm playing on the Sega. And you didn't really, and at the time no one really fucking knew if you were talking about the Genesis or the Dreamcast, or if you were one of those weird kids that actually owned the Saturn in the West. There's definitely consoles I want to get to, because I have a long list of classic games I want to play through, and that is something I definitely want to cover. Besides instead of getting more into gacha games, I've been thinking, what if I just got into older games? I know that's pretty far from what my current target audience would be interested, because I know that, you know, Umamusume being a gacha game largely appeals to a much younger audience that likely aren't that interested in old games. But I remember thinking to myself, honestly, I don't think it really matters if everyone that I've been grabbing with these recent videos don't stick around to watch these, because ultimately it's what a streamer I look up to once said, that streaming should be sharing the things you love with like-minded people. So if even just a few people stick around and maybe check out the videos and go, hey, that game looks kind of cool, even though it came out while I was still shitting my diapers, like, you know, I'd say it's alright. I mean, I'm saying all that, but I played Pokemon XD earlier this year. That, which is also, like, what, 20 years old by this point? Yeah, it's like a 21-year-old game at this point, so that is also, so the GameCube is also a retro console. Okay, let's see. What could be next? Okay. Okay, so next up, we gotta do all these side missions, because I know that you don't actually have to do all this, but I personally want to try to hit up as many of these as I can. And then once I feel like I've already seen enough, I'll move on with the story, especially since a lot of these are time limited. But once you pass a certain point in the story, you aren't exactly gonna have access to all this. In Bose Market, okay. Take a look at the Bose Market. Pharmacy. I forgot which. It's been a while since I played this game, so I forgot which one of these was the pharmacy. Okay, no, we know it's not this place. Is it this place? I was gonna register. You guys started. Okay, this is okay. Point is, you're not the pharmacy. I guess we just gotta talk and hope one of these is the pharmacy. Yeah, help me out a lot. Can I ask for a better kit? Okay. Where's the pharmacy? You the pharmacy? Oh, he's the pharmacy. Found it. Yeah, you could tell that we hit up the right guy because the game suddenly went into a widescreen cinematic view.
うちの薬はよく効きますぞ。
私たち掲示板を見てきたんだけど、ひょっとしておじいさんがスペンスさん？
おお、ブレイサーの方々でしたか。お待ちしておりましたぞ。
早速ですけど、ベアーズクローの生育地を探しているそうですね。
ベアーズクローはこの辺りではなかなか手に入らない薬草でしてな。これまではロレントから送ってもらっていたのですが、つい先頃ホルス教区長殿に新薬の調合を依頼されましてな。この先取り扱う機会が急に増えそうな様子なのです。それで自前の調達先を見つけようと思い立ったのですよ。
ベアーズクローね。確かロレントじゃミストバルトに生えてたわよね。
The good thing about the game having voice acting is that I don't have to read all of this. Even though the voice acting is in Japanese, there's still subs, so I assume anyone who cares is also reading along with me.
ベアーズクローは湿気を好むと言います。ボースでもきっとそのような場所には生えていると思うのですがの。
地道に探すしかないのかな。
そういう調査もブレイサーの大事な仕事よ。ま、勉強の機会だと思って頑張るのね。
仕方ないわね。
And I never knew about the GameCube until I was way older because I thought we already had all the Nintendo consoles. I assumed for a while Nintendo focused on handhelds after the 64 before. I mean, I don't blame you for thinking that because I know a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people back in school that never owned the GameCube. And they and it's not that they stopped owning Nintendo consoles. They owned the Game Boy Advances and the DS, but it seems like during that specific console generation, anyone who cared about console gaming went to the PS2 instead. Which I don't blame them because the PS2 was fucking awesome.
それじゃあ何か分かったら知らせに来ます。
It's not like the GameCube was bad or anything. It's just the competition was the fucking PS2. Nintendo was never gonna win that.
はいはい、お頼み申しましたぞ。ではお気をつけて。
I remember, funny story about the GameCube, I actually remember begging my mom for a GameCube just because I saw a commercial for Pokemon Coliseum, and I was a massive Pokemon ND back in the day. I remember looking at Coliseum and thinking, this is it. This is like what I always imagined Pokemon would look like in the future, and I remember begging my mom for it, and I remember that game being hard as balls. There were times when my ass kept getting kicked 6 ways to Sunday. I made a recent playthrough of it where I didn't struggle with it nearly as much. I think the difficulty of those like beginner RPGs like that are very much overstated for people who aren't really used to them, but yeah, the main claim to fame for something like Coliseum is that unlike in the main games, you're actually expected to think. And the point I brought that up is because it was just one of my first forays into like truly wanting a Nintendo console, because I wanted it because the 64 is something I already had for myself because my parents got it for me and I didn't have to ask for it or anything. Oh shit, where's the... I forgot. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so my parents just got me the Game Boy and 64, but the GameCube I remember being the first real console I remember looking at and thinking, I want that. I didn't play, in the end I didn't play on it nearly as much as the PS2, which I also ended up getting, but ultimately I still have a lot of fond memories of it. Like, Coliseum still aged incredibly well. And obviously, there's other things like Mario Sunshine and Melee was pretty fun. In human areas, I believe... Okay, so human areas. So I believe... okay, so the human areas, I believe it's over in the valley. Like, I go to the right, I go up to that valley, and then we got it. Right. 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 Let me just talk to this guy just to be sure. Each of my comes according to this. You're still carrying Easter Magic to go popularity. Okay, so he's not gonna tell me again. Okay, never mind. Just have to remember. Don't worry. We'll go on vibes. We'll survive on vibes. North Hacking Gate. West Bose Verted Bridge. Okay, no, we're not going there. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so glad for the 5 times speed that was added into this version of the game, because I don't think I would have been able to have the patience for this. I would have just said, fuck it, let's just keep moving with the story or pick a different side quest. Yeah, because I remember correctly, I did play through this game a little bit earlier, and I believe this area was where we got the 20 bear asses we needed for the mission. Oh, wait. What the fuck? Is it not me to that? Or am I missing something? Oh my god, wait, what the fuck? Wait. Why is the fences are so high? Did I fuck up? Do I just have... Am I running naked characters or something? Yeah, I don't understand why I'm not dealing as much damage as I should be. I don't remember them being this weak. Craft, punt. Wait, did it miss? Yeah, I really don't get what's going on.
あら、もう終わりなの？
Wait, did I miss something? I saw a little exclamation indicating I can talk to something or interact with something rather. Okay. Oh, these are very weak to fire. Surely it'll work. That doesn't work. Zero. Yeah, I generally don't know what's going on with the weapons here. I think I definitely have to check. See if I didn't accidentally re-equip them. Alright, what was I doing in this file all this time? Oh, wait, I just realized. He's not exactly having a good time. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. That's kind of bad. It was funny how Oliver had the Xbox in the 360 on PS4, PS4 Pro, now PS5, maybe PS5 Pro now. Oh yeah, oh, he has the money for it. And sure, why not? It did seem like after the Xbox 360 generation, a lot of people decided to just jump ship to PlayStation and never look back. Let me just check the equipment. I'm pretty sure I'm not under leveled. I'm literally just fine here. This is a medium. Plus, this is a medium difficulty quest. I don't think. Which I just also beat a medium difficulty quest recently, relative to the game, not in real life recently. That was several months ago. I last played this game. Please bring tandoori poultry ×5 to me at Gwen at the Anteros restaurant. Tender poultry. Do I have that? Tandoori poultry. Oh, we have that. Oh, we already have so much of that. Yeah, I seriously need to lower the difficulty. Because I know I was playing in a much harder difficulty, but lowered it. Looks like I need to lower it again because it's still giving me issues. Try. Eventually, you can just keep retrying until the game literally makes it so that these guys hit you for almost to no damage. So, you're never going... Wait, this is the game series with Estelle, who looks eerily similar to Die with Scarlet. You're right, you're actually right, yeah. Yeah, cause, this hole right here, yeah, I should have... man, I should have titled that the stream, guys, like, yeah, wow, guys, I can't believe Die with Scarlet has her own game. Yeah, I should have titled the stream that. Well, all for next time.
See?
Yeah, like I said, I can just keep retrying. The thing about this game is that you can just keep retrying and the enemies will be much weaker every time you retry. So eventually it'll just get to a point where they are dealing nothing. They're just essentially like hitting you with pool noodles.
See?
So I'm not actually stuck in this part of the game. It's just a matter of, if anything, it's more of a test of patience than actual skill. It was kind of annoying because I remember I was not struggling this much earlier. Yeah, I have to go head back. No, in case you're wondering, no, this isn't like Dragon Quest where you have a zoom spell, or like Pokemon where you have a fly spell. No, you just have to walk it back. Personality, how similar, different Estelle's from Scarlet. That feature sounds like something other games could implement to save people rage quitting after many retries. Yeah, I think some games do have that. But I can't think of any others at the moment though. How different Estelle? Well, that was Scarlet's more of a traditional tsundere type, while Estelle's more like a kind of a meathead. Yeah, yeah, that's how I describe her. She's kind of a punch first, ask questions later, kind of a dumbass. Old Josh there behind her is the real brains of the duo. Although when you think about it, being dumb as rocks is a personality trait a lot of Umas have, so in a way you could say she's probably not that different from Scarlet. In a way. The reason I'm not speeding up right now is because I could end up running into an enemy and that would be pretty bad. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. File, save. So I know that the what do you call it? I know that the anniversary for Wu already started. I did log into the game. I did update it, but I'm not gonna head to it just yet. Probably maybe tomorrow. I know there's a lot of things to do in Wu that I'm falling behind on. Antaro's restaurant. Okay, actually, while we're here, we should probably head to that. Antaro's restaurant. There we go. Pianist, huh? Man, when they say this is a high-class joint, they're not kidding. You're not all Operation A ships have been hollering. I hope that no just prolonging my vacation here. That's the thing I can do about it. Why worry? I just want to enjoy life while I can. I can shop, eat as I wish. The capital. Dear, dear me, with the airships grounded by the impossible to get my wine shipped. For a moment, I suppose we can do it with the wine cellar, but our stock will run out. Hope the airships begin again. Yeah, I think we gotta head to the backside and talk to the head chef. Cooking is an art and a culture. It requires as much creativity as anything. And of course, this is resistant to compromise.
あら、何かしら。毎度遊撃士協会からお届け物です。
Handed over tender poultry times 5.
どうもありがとう。わざわざごめんね。お忙しいのに迷惑だったでしょ。全然そんなことないわよ。困ってる人の役に立つのが私たちブレイサーの仕事なんだから。
そうエステルの言う通りよ。それに定期船が止まってるんだもの。今は立派な非常時よ。
ありがとう。そう言ってもらえると助かるわ。でも本当に見るだけじゃ申し訳ないな。そうだ、それじゃ一つお礼をさせてちょうだい。何？うちの店自慢のゴージャスなオムレツの作り方を教えてあげるわ。うちの店ってこのアンテローゼの？ええ、もちろんそうよ。いいの？レシピを教えちゃって。心配はご無用。レシピ通りに作ったって同じ味が出せるわけじゃないわ。
さすが大した自信ね。
うまいとか下手とかそういう話じゃないのよ。ちょうど楽譜と音楽家の関係みたいなものね。同じ楽譜を見て演奏しても人によって曲の雰囲気は変わるものよ。奥が深いのね。レシピはあくまで美味しく作るためのコツってこと。簡単な決まりを守るだけでびっくりするくらい味が変わるから試してみて。
Learn the liberal omelette recipe.
やったー。よし、今度早速試してみようっと。
エステル、お願いだからしっかりレシピを見て作ってね。
何を失礼ね。人のことをとんでもない料理ベタみたいに言わないでよ。
Yeah, he's totally implying that
だ
though.
ったら調味料くらいちゃんと量を測って入れてよ。エステルっていつもすごく大雑把じゃない。
A fistful of salt. Oh boy, that's gonna taste like a drop in the ocean. I'll show you a fistful.
まあ段取りも大事だけど、まずは料理を楽しむことね。案外それが一番のコツかもしれないわ。やっぱりそうよね。いろいろ教えてくれてありがとう。
Also wanted to keep thinking the Phoenix Ranger Betterman song playing for the Versus in their race for knowledge or saber because of your Persona 5 style advertising. Oh yeah, the Phoenix Rangers. Yeah, I remember that. Persona. Good times. Maybe I should get back to Persona 5 X2 sometime.
たまには
Maybe.
うちの店で食事を楽しんでいってね。
Yeah, for the Versets, I remember I don't know if I already mentioned this before, but I remember thinking about maybe commissioning like a little music video. It wouldn't be super elaborate, but it would be something like, say, a minute and a half long, something like anime style opening with all 4 of the Verset girls singing a theme song that's, well, think of it something similar in vibe to like either Dino Thunder's theme or, yeah, something along those lines. But I remember thinking, wait, how expensive would a music video be? Because, wait, I think I did mention this, where I remember reading about how a VTuber spent $5,000 on a music video. But then I decided to do a bit more research on that, and it turns out the prices on that vary depending on the scale and scope of what you're trying to make, plus the person's the person you're hiring's skill level and what they could ask. You could end up bargaining for something a lot cheaper. Say it could be as low as $100 or even up to $300. Now that would be a lot more within my budget. Of course, there's also the other issue, the fact that I would have to commission voice actresses that could sing for all 4, and, well, of course, the actual people to write the music in the first place, because I'm not really a songwriter. I mean, I could probably try to write some lyrics, but it'd probably be pretty simple, kind of like how Sakura Wars' opening was written by the guy who wrote the story. And when you really think about it, it's actually not that surprising because Sakura Wars' opening has very simple lyrics. Which honestly would work just fine for the concept that the Verset girls are going for. So I think I could probably bring the cost down if I were to write the lyrics myself, but yeah, everything else, like actually composing the music, and of course the singers / voice actresses, there's no saving me from that. I would have to, one of these, I haven't really sat down to budget how everything would be like if I were to seriously tackle that, but it is something I want to think about for the future. Yeah, we gotta report this mission over to the guild. It's kind of like the only really annoying thing I would say. Because in more modern RPGs, like say Xenoblade, you can just walk up to the... You can just get... As soon as you're done with the quest, that's it. They just tell you, alright, that's it, you're done, get out of here. But here you have to go all the way back to the wherever the Bracer Guild is and report everything you finish.
お疲れ様。何か依頼を達成したらまた報告に来てくれ。
You don't have to do it all one at a time, but you can just wait until to do multiple of them in one go, but it's still annoying. I feel like that this could have been something that you just, as soon as it's done, you just collect rewards and then move on with your life. Known as the Thunderquake has been spotted roving the West Bose Highway. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with the threat immediately. Well, I mean, there's really nothing stopping me from doing that, so... West Bose Highway. I imagine it, well, due west. That would be very shocking if it were anywhere else. Oh, I fucked up. Oops. Hurricane. Yeah, did that. I freaked out there thinking that guy was gonna tackle me. Some of the enemies, even though they're pre-existing encounters rather than random encounters, it does sometimes have the vibe of random encounters because of how they can end up blending into the environment. Have to really pay close attention to that. Okay, should be close enough to the monster. Oh, is this it? It looks like the monster. A large monster is prowling. Exterminate! Oh, earth magic. Okay, so maybe we should have redone this with earth magic. Shit. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, like I said, because we can just keep retrying until he's dealing 1 point of damage. It would have made it faster though. Actually, do I even have earth damage? I don't remember. Yeah, now I'm just talking shit about shit I don't know. Oh, she's blind. Oh no, she's just gonna get bodied because that thing can move twice. I wonder if I can just taunt it to make it so that she gets hurt. No, never mind. No, never mind. It was over. Yeah, well, let's just keep retrying then. It doesn't really, like I said, it doesn't really matter. Although if I'm gonna be playing like this, I probably should look into how I can lower the difficulty for my save file, because I know it was possible. It's not possible to lower the difficulty manually in-game, but I just know that you have to apparently go into the game's files on your Steam local files and change a few settings here and there to make it possible. So that you're in a much lower difficulty. What happened? I think Josh's ult is bugged. Either that or it actually sucks major dick. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if just running Josh's ult, but you know, not in fast mode is what does it. Because I feel like the fast mode might be what doing it in. Yeah, hers is fine. Yo, game from PS1, lol. Hey. Oh, technically it's a PC game from the early 2000s. It did come out on PSP, so you are almost correct. You have approximate knowledge on the nature of this game. I mean, I guess Estelle's just not getting the XP. I guess she's just not getting the XP. Oh well. Sucks to suck. Oh wait, yeah, these are like important actually. Wait. Yeah. I remember these things run away. Oh yeah, they're immune to magic, never mind. Oh, that was stupid. Can I run? Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll just keep running away if I run into anything. I can just keep redoing the fight if I get bodied, so just keep running until the game RNGs me out of here. Bum 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 bum. Going through the bracer guild.
おお、お前さんたちか。何か事件のことは分かったかね。
重大な情報を手に入れたよ。
I clicked the wrong one and ended up in the next story beat. Oops. It's not a huge deal. It just has to get through this cutscene. Estelle, relate the information. They had a thing from General Morgan.
空賊団カプアイか。それは確かに重大な情報じゃな。これで遊撃士協会としても方針を決められるというものじゃ。しかしモルガン将軍というのも噂以上に遊撃士嫌いらしいの。
びっくりしちゃった。
If only there was a remake of this game that looked much more appealing by new standards. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I know that the elephant in the room is that, yeah, there is a remake of this game that came out fairly recently, and normally I would always try to play the more modern version of the games, whether it be a remake or updated port or whatnot. But lately, maybe it's just because I'm well over 30, but I've been also thinking about, okay, but what about the original version of all these games? How did these games look and feel like to play? So I wanted to get through this version of the game first before tackling the remake and seeing how they compare. Now, I know the other elephant in the room is that I'm not playing the actual original version of the game. I'm playing the updated version with added voice acting and the different character art. I am playing and of course the additions that Xseed made for the PC version, like 5 times speed up. So I'm playing an updated version of the original version of a game that otherwise has a modern day remake.
遊撃士ってロレントじゃみんなに親しまれてる職業だから、あそこまで嫌われてるなんて。
まあモルガン将軍は例外じゃ。普段は王国軍とギルドもそれなりに協力関係を保っておる。
Yeah, I also remember owning this game back on PSP, and it was kind of my white whale. I never actually got around to playing it, so I figured, alright, no, I need to actually lock the fuck in and actually play through, at the very least, just the Sky trilogy, because that's what I own. I own the first 3 Sky games. I don't own anything that happens beyond these 3, but at the very least, I want to get through these 3, and then later on, I'll decide if I want to dive deeper into the Trails rabbit hole.
ただ今回ばかりはお前さんたちに余計な苦労をかけることになりそうじゃの。
ま、こちらができることを地道にやっていくしかないわね。しかし近頃の強盗事件も例の空賊団の仕業だったみたいね。
ロレントでの事件と合わせて考えると決定的じゃろう。しかし強盗とは言ってもせこい事件が多かったんじゃが、まさか これほど大胆不敵な犯罪を起こすとは思わなんだぞ。
言われてみればそうかも。ロレントで起きた事件だって割としょうもない強盗だったし。
それが定期船を乗っ取って王家を相手に身代金要求か。確かにリスクが高すぎますね。
そのあたりを踏まえた上で捜査すべきかもしれないわね。
Alright, the real reason I'm here, report.
お疲れさ。何か依頼を。
Got reported. East Bose Highway ferocious monster known as King Scorpion. Okay, we gotta handle that.
さてと、ギルドと市長に報告したのはいいけど、これからどう動くか考えないとね。
ただ飛行船や空賊団の行方を闇雲に探してもしょうがないよね。そんなことで見つかるくらいなら軍がとっくに発見してるはずだし。どうしたの2人とも。
エステル、成長したね。これまでの君だったらしらみつぶしに探せばいいのよ。
Just comb the entire region out. That would take a very long time. I think even she's smart enough to realize that.
まさかエステルの口からそんな言葉が聞けるだなんて。お姉さん、感無量だわ。
どういう意味よ。まったく失礼しちゃうわね。
褒めてるんだってば。
確かにロレントとは違ってボース地方はかなりの広さよ。何か手がかりが欲しいところね。
手がかりか。そうだ、さっき市長邸の前でナイアルたちを見かけたよね。記事のネタには困ってたみたいだけど、何か知ってる可能性ないかな。
確かに僕たちより一足先にボース入りしているはずだからね。聞いてみる価値はあると思うよ。
あの2人どこ行ったのかな。
East Bose, okay. East. East Bose Highway, okay. Scorpion, East Bose. Scorpion. Ice Field or the monster. Oh, I literally walked by that guy. I did not notice him until. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think the major issue is that while I'm just moving around like this, a lot of the enemies just blend into the background. Like that guy, like he's like almost translucent there. He's out of the way, but there's a lot of enemies that aren't exactly out of the way. Like that guy, you just barely noticed him there. I wonder if there's a mod or something that can add an outline to every enemy. Oh, I fucked up. It's not like it'd be a huge issue if there isn't, but it would be a pretty good quality of life. Oh. Oh, another one up here, of course. Bleed. Oh, do I just not move again? Oh yeah, she's still dead. Well, I tried. Oh, she's not dead. Never mind. Oh, no. Oh, never mind. She's definitely dead. Why did I keep appearing? Valley. This isn't the place. Dun, 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 That's where I was. That huge stretch of land. All that is east. East Coast Highway. Yeah, the right place. I think I just passed it by and I didn't notice one bit. Oh, there it is. Hello. Oh, he brought friends. Wind damage. Well, the other one's earth. Yeah, I really gotta start investing in earth. Get that. Oh, never mind. Guard.
See?
Oh, they got to move twice. Zero damage. Huh? What difficulty is this? It's on hard. Although judging by the way things are going, I might have to drop down the difficulty because I don't think, you know, otherwise it's just gonna be me retrying until, like I said, until they essentially do zero damage, and at that point, and if that's the case, then I may as well just be playing in a much lower difficulty to begin with to reduce the number of times I have to restart the first place. Alright, we're doing much better. Maybe in 3 more retries, I'll maybe be able to kill the boss with everyone still alive. Maybe I'll be able to pull this off. Oh, okay. That didn't take actually as long as I thought it would. Exterminated monster on the East Coast Highway. Oh, shit. Difficulty is more grind in mind. It's not like you change your tactics in fights anyway. It depends. I know that, for example, in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, there's an early boss fight called Matador, and Matador is some absolute bullshit. At least he looks like that at first, because you're just gonna see him buffing up his evasion to max level, dodging all your attacks, and then one-shotting your entire party with an AoE attack. You're gonna be wondering, wait, this whole game is actual bullshit. And that may be true, but the game actually gives you all the tools you need to break apart that boss. And a lot of Nocturne is designed like that, where if you see yourself stuck in a boss, you would have to go through their compendium, use a new demon that has the element and skill that counters the boss, and essentially break it apart, almost like a puzzle. Yeah, the bosses end up being very similar to a puzzle you have to solve. And you are expected to lose the first few times around just to figure out what strategy you're supposed to use in the first place. I don't think that's necessarily bad design. It's just kind of like how a lot of games back in the day were designed, and I really enjoyed them. Nocturne was amazing. Gotta replay that game sometime. I know I got I believe, can't remember if it was me or my roommate got the HD version. Yeah, you would be right that a lot of the more popular RPGs like Final Fantasy, like the older Final Fantasies especially, the strategy is just grind until you're in a high enough level and spam your strongest spell, while one guy keeps spamming heal spells to keep your party topped off. That does seem to be the order of the day for a lot of the more popular RPGs, like Final Fantasy, like I said. Humid areas, Neville Valley monster. I think I can, since those are our long quests, I think I can afford to wait out on those and go to the missing airliner. Use the development of orbital arts, of course, toward the Great Collapse. People discovered orbital relics from that era. That's what people mean when they say they've unearthed an artifact. Not drunk at this time of day? Damn, dude. You good?
見つけはしたけどベロンベロンに酔ってるわね。取材拒否されたことがそんなにショックだったのかな。
男のくせにだらしないわね。
Better pigs after, of course.
酒は飲むものであって飲まれるものじゃないのに。
底なしの知らねえと一緒にされてもね。
失礼ね。底なしっていうのはアイナみたいな女を言うのよ。あの女いくら飲んでも顔色変わらずに平然としてるしね。私みたいに気持ちよく酔っ払う酒飲みと一緒にしないでちょうだい。
よく言うわよ。いくら酔っても潰れずにひたすら周囲を巻き込むくせに。
シェラさんがザルとしたらアイナさんはタガって感じかな。どちらも底なしには違いないと思いますけど。
ここは
目覚めたみたいですね。飲みすぎは体に良くないですよ。
頭がズキズキしやがる。ってなんだ、新米遊撃士どもじゃねえか。おいおい、なんで俺がロレンとなんかにいるんだ。確かボースまで歩いて。
何寝ぼけてんのよ。私たちもボースに来たの。
まったく驚かせやがるぜ。おっと、これまた色っぽい姉ちゃんと一緒だな。
はじめまして記者さん、シェラザード・ハーベイよ。この子たちの先輩にあたるわ。
シェラザード。おい、もしかして銀線のシェラザードか。
あら光栄ね。私の名前を知っているの？
噂くらいだがな。若手遊撃士の中じゃ一二を争うらしいじゃねえか。となるとお前さんたちも例の事件を調べに来たわけだな。
まあね。
そっちは何か情報集まった？市長さん家の前で見かけたけど、なんだか困ってたみたいじゃない。
くそ、あれを見られてたのか。ああ、そうだよ。ネタがなくて困ってたところさ。
ああ、やっぱり？
何せ軍による情報規制のせいで事故かどうかもわからない状況なんだ。直接モルガン将軍に会いにハーケン門に行こうとしたら検問に引っかかるし、ならせめて噂の美人市長にインタビューしようと思ったらメイドから門前払いを食らうし、
Legendary voluptuous mayor.
おまけにあのトンチキ娘は断るごとにヘマをしでかすし。おー、エイドスよ、俺が何をしたって言うんですか。
追い詰められているわね。そんなに情報が知りたければ教えてあげないでもないけど。
え？
私たちメーベル市長に協力する形で事件を調べてるの。市長さんの紹介があったから一応モルガン将軍にも会ったわよ。
マジで？
マジで。
うわー、これぞ女神の助けだぜ。どうか頼む、その話俺にも教えてくれ。
それは構いませんけど、ナイアルさん、こういう時のルールを忘れていませんか？
情報はただじゃないってこと。代価が必要だって言ってるわけ。
ミラを取るつもりかよ。自慢じゃねえが取材費なんざとっくに使い切っちまったんだ。
情報屋じゃないんですから。ナイアルさんは事件直後にボース入りしていましたよね。いろいろと面白そうな話を耳にしているんじゃないですか。
おとなしそうな顔してなかなか食えない小僧だぜ。
Slimy little leech like me.
言っておくが、こっちのネタはそれほど大したもんじゃねえぞ。
事件に関係あることだったらどんな些細な情報でも構いません。ただし出し惜しみはやめてくださいね。
分かった、分かりましたよ。こちらが出せるネタは2つある。そいつで手を打ってくれ。
決まりですね。
よしはノリノリだわ。
こういう駆け引きはなかなか向いているみたいね。
最初のネタは西の方にあるラベンヌ村での目撃情報でな。ちょうどボースを訪れていた村人から聞いた話なんだが、事件があった夜、空飛ぶ大きな影がある村人によって目撃されたらしいんだ。
空飛ぶ大きな影？
ああ、例の定期船だって誰が聞いたって思うだろう。だが実際軍の部隊が行っても何も見つけられなかったらしい。
なんだ、期待して損しちゃった。
つまり単なる見間違い？
だから言っただろうが、大したネタじゃないって。こんなネタでも情報規制下じゃ集めるのに苦労したんだからな。
ご苦労様です。それでもう一つのネタは？
もう一つは軍の情報部が動き始めているらしいってことだ。
情報部？
噂は聞いたことがあるわね。最近王国軍に新設されたばかりの情報収集分析を行う集団だって。
ああ、
王室親衛隊と並ぶほどのエリート組織だって触れ込みだぜ。指令を任されているリシャール大佐という人物がこれまた切れ者っていう噂でな。今回の事件も彼にかかったら解決確実と囁かれているらしい。
でも私たちの捜査には役に立たない情報のような。
悪かったな、役に立たなくて。だが約束は約束だ。お前たちも喋ってもらうからな。
ええ、それはご心配なく。
空賊団カプア一家、王家と飛行船公社に身代金要求。それだ、そういう決定的なネタが死ぬほど欲しかったんだよ。
気に入ってもらえましたか？
おうよ、これで記事が書けるってもんだ。こうしちゃいられねえ。ドロシーなやつを見つけないと。それじゃあまたな。
すっごい勢い。
よっぽどネタに困って追い詰められてたんだろうね。協力できてよかったよ。
よく言うわね、ノリノリで交渉してたくせに。まったく人が悪いんだから。
心外だな。ギブアンドテイクを前提にしたネゴシエーションってやつさ。
一理あるわね。私たちが相手にするのはまっとうな善人ばかりじゃない。癖のある相手との交渉ではしたたかさも必要になってくるわ。
私には向いてないような気がする。それよりもさ、空飛ぶ大きな影の話、なんだか気にならなかった？
ラベンヌ村の目撃情報だね。軍の調査が入ったってことは何もない可能性が高いと思うけど。
でもその調査が完璧とは限らないじゃない？モルガン将軍じゃないけど軍人って頭固そうだから見落としてることもありそうだし。
確かにダメ元で調べてみる価値はあるかもしれないね。
あんたたちもいろいろ身についてきたじゃない。そういうことなら早速ラベンヌ村に行ってみるとしますか。
North end of the West Bose Highway. Long. Oh. We got new ones. Searching for someone who can escort me to the Crone Pass checkpoint. Be a Freedom Hotel ASAP. Hello.
ちょっといい？あなたがハルトさん？
もしかして掲示板を見て来てくれたのかい？
そうだよ。
やっと来てくれたか。大至急ルーアンに行きたくてね。クローネ峠までの護衛を探していたんだ。どうだろう、お願いできるかい？よかった。いやー、救われたよ。山道には魔獣が多いって言うし、一人で街道を歩くのは怖いからね。
でも関所から先はどうするの？
その辺りはギルドに手配してもらったよ。ルーアン支部のブレイサーが迎えに来てくれることになってる。
なるほど。
それでどうしましょう？このまま出発しますか？
いえ、一旦別れてどこかでまた合流しましょう。私たちもいろいろと準備しなくちゃいけないし。
それで構わないよ。じゃあ西口で待ってるから準備が整い次第。
西口っていうとメーベル市長さんの家のあたりだね。
よしと、それじゃお仕事と行きますか。
はーい。
Bose's west entrance is that away. Here? Be further ahead.
準備はできたかい？
It was it.
もうバッチリ。
僕の方も準備はいいよ。ではあとはお任せするよ。
クローネ峠は街道をずっと西に行ったところよ。先は長いけど気を抜かずに行きましょう。
はい。
それじゃあ行きますか。
Running past looking at the end of West Bose Highway. Yeah, all the way at the end of this. Oops. Of course. Try. Of course. Yeah, I gotta make sure he's alive. Gosh, learn Flicker. I don't know what that is. See you in the next fight. Oh, no one needs to heal up. Never mind. Flicker. Silences defenses, dual senses penetrate. Attack delay. Oh, it really is this straight line. Action delay. This one's weak to water. Of course. I think we got it.
なんだろう、何か動いたような。
待ち伏せか。
どうしよう。
落ち着いて、大丈夫よ。
前にも後ろにも魔獣か。よーし、ここは。
Protect the rear,
後方を
obviously.
守らないと。
エッセル、分散しちゃダメよってもう遅いわね。
完全に包囲されたか。
もしかして判断ミス？
後悔するなら後でこうなったら覚悟を決めて戦うまで。
Yeah, well, we're protecting the guy, so that's what's important.
ごめん。
こんなところで。
It's okay, I know how to fix this. Just throw the first few rounds and then end up in it with an easy room. I wish Charizard was real. You'd probably run out of money buying her alcohol. I thought that was a run. Hey, we killed our first one. We're getting close. Maybe 3 more runs. We can do it without anyone dying.
こんなところで。
Run. Oh, shit. Wait, God, wrong one. That's totally misclicked. There you
戦
go.
闘終了。先に進もう。どうやら
終わったみたいね。
ふう助かった。は
ねえ、大丈夫だって言ったでしょ。
あ、無事だなんて信じられないよ。いや、ブレイサーってな、すごいね。あんな魔獣ども簡単にやっつけちゃうんだからな。
私の棒術にかかれば魔獣なんてイチコロよ。あ、そうだ、せっかくだし演舞でもお見せしちゃおっか
ほら、調子に乗らないの。判断ミスさえなければもっと簡単に片付いたはずなのよ。
な。反省してます。
ま、いい経験をしたと思うのね。さてと、それじゃあ早くここから移動しましょう。また魔獣が襲ってくるかもしれないわよ。
それは困る。さあ、早く出発しよう。
関所はもう目と鼻の先よ。最後まで気をつけていきましょう。
はーい。
Ah, got that. Should I just run? Oh. That worked. Make it? There we go. Made it.
Haあ、ようやく着いたか。
結構大変だったわね。
ほっと一息っていう感じだよね。
すぐにルーアンから引き継ぎのブレーサーが来ると思うわ。とか言ってる間に早速お出ましみたいね。
お疲れ様っす。ルーアン支部所属名物準遊撃士っす。
お疲れ。こちらが依頼者のハルトさんよ。あとはルーアンまでよろしく頼むわ。
了解っす。よろしくお願いするっす。
なんか元気が有り余ってる感じだね。とにかくよろしく頼むよ。それじゃあみんないろいろとありがとう。
元気でね。
お仕事頑張ってください。
そうだね。 もう遅刻しちゃってるけど、まあ精一杯頑張るよ。
ではこれで失礼するっす。
なんだかやたらと元気な人が来たわね。
準遊撃士って言ってたね。僕たちと同じように支部の見習いみたいだったけど。
ええ、あなたたちだけじゃなく準遊撃士は誰でもそうよ。正遊撃士になるために必死で頑張ってるって
私ももっと頑張らないと。
そうだね。いつまでもシェラさんを頼りにしてちゃ情けないよね。
少しは刺激を受けたみたいじゃない。さてと、それじゃあ私たちも報告に戻りましょう。
Can I heal up here? There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh god, I didn't notice that until way later. Almost ran into that guy. They really gotta make those enemies way more obvious. Even if it's something like a mod that gives everyone a highlight, that would be a huge help. Big black outline around them. Yeah, what else we got? Everything else is in medium, so I'll head on to the story. Ravenu Village, north end of West Posey. Head back to West Posey. Oh, the jump scares, bro. Oh, I thought for sure it would have caught both of them. There we go. Lined up. What could that be?
おっと、
シェラザードか。珍しいところで会うもんだな。
それはこっちのセリフだわ。ウォート方面にいたと思ったけど、あんたも事件を調べに来た口？
いや、野暮用でな。そういや、例の事件は空賊の仕業だったらしいな。しかしお前が来たんだったら安心して任せられるってもんだ。せいぜい頑張ってくれよ。
何よ、冷たいじゃないの。先生が捕まったかもしれないってあんたも聞いているはずでしょ。
捕まった？あのカシウスブライトが？冗談きついぜ。あの食えないおっさんが空賊ごときに遅れを取るもんか。なんかの間違いに決まってるさ。
私もそう信じたいけど。
何なのかしら。
わからないけど、遊撃士であるのは。
ところでそこのガキどもはなんだよ。見たところ新入りみたいだが。
ふん、聞いて驚きなさい。カシウス先生のお子さんよ。
こりゃ驚いた。あのおっさんの子供かよ。はあ、こいつらがね。
何よ、ジロジロ眺め回しちゃって。
黒髪の小僧はともかく、そっちの娘はど素人だな。本当におっさんの娘なのか？
なんですって？
彼女は正真正銘カシウスブライトの娘です。僕の方は養子ですけど。
はあ、ま、そんなことはどうでもいいか。
どうでもよくない。
じゃあな、白里、ガキどもに足を引っ張られないよう。
はいはい、あんたこそ突っ張りすぎて痛い目に遭わないよう注意なさい。
肝に銘じとくぜ。そうだ、白里、廃校方面にいた手配魔師を退治したっていうのは。
ええ、そうよ。正確には私たちだけど。
見習いなんざ頭数に入れても仕方ねえだろ。まあその調子で空賊探しも頑張ってくれや。じゃあな。
なんなのあいつ。めちゃめちゃムカつくんですけど。
なるほど、今の人が銃剣のアガットか。
銃剣のアガット？
アガット・クロスナー、遊撃士協会の正遊撃士よ。特定の所属支部を決めずに各地を回りながら活動しているわ。獲物は魔獣を一刀両断にできるほどの質量のある体験。言っておくけどかなりの凄腕よ。
凄腕だろうが失礼なやつには違いないわよ。そういえばあいつも父さんの知り合いみたいだけど。
父さんの実力は認めているけど、好意的とは言えない態度だったね。
いろいろと事情があってね。先生に対して突っ張ってるのよ。
まあどうでもいいか。ラベンヌ村に急ぎましょう。
I skipped her accidentally, whoops. Never sometimes have a hard time gauging when a voice line's gonna end. Sometimes the VA just goes, well, extends the line for much longer than I would normally think.
さてと、例の目撃情報について調べてみるとしましょうか。
とりあえず村の人全員に声をかけてみればいいのかな。
いきなりだと不審に思われるよ。まずはここの村長さんに話を聞いてみた方がいいと思う。
わかった。
Oh, that's not it. This one? I don't remember. One of these was the village elder house. No, that wasn't it. I think it's in the side. Yeah, I think it's in the top side. Starting to remember of it from what I did in my last playthrough. There we go.
ほう、これは今日はどうしたね。皆さんで遊びに来たのかな。
いいえ、残念ながらまた仕事なのよ。本当は果実酒で一杯やりたいとこなんだけどね。
ほほ。世の中思い通りにはいかんもんじゃの。ところでこの前は聞きそびれたのじゃが、もしかしてあんたたち。
ま まあ確かに同僚ではあるけど、一緒に行動してるわけじゃないわ。顔見知りといったところかしら。
そうか、相変わらず一人でいるのか。
Village Elder closed his eyes for a moment. As a look of sadness passed over his aged features.
どうしたの村長さん。
いや、こりゃ失礼した。それでこの偏僻な村に何の用事かね。まさかまた手配魔獣でも出よったか。
いえ、実は定期船消失事件について調べている最中なんです。こちらで目撃情報があったという話を聞いたので。
なんじゃ、先日王国軍の兵士たちも調べに来ておったが、結局この辺りを調査してそのまま帰って行きよったぞ。
やっぱりそうなんだ。ところで空飛ぶ影ってのを目撃した人って誰？
村の子供でな、ルーイという男の子じゃ。事件があった夜に怪しげな影を見たらしいが、何分子供のことじゃ。寝ぼけて夢を見たのかもしれん。
夢か。
とりあえずその子からも話を聞いた方が良さそうだね。
そうだね。村長さん、お邪魔しました。
なんの何かあったらまた来なさい。
Wait, hold on. Where was he again? No, somewhere in the village. Okay, just somewhere in the village. Just talk to everyone. Got it. The heart, the heat of flames burning flesh, and the charred smell of blackened bones. This screams and cries of villagers and their children. No matter how many years pass, the terrible events of the war remain engraved in my mind. Oh wait, it's not. Of course it wasn't this guy. Already talked to him. There he is.
あれ？お姉ちゃんたち見かけない顔だね。フルーツ買いに来た商人さん？
それが違うのよね。何を隠そう、ブレイサーよ。
ブレイサー？アガットお兄ちゃんと同じ？でもお姉ちゃんそんなに強そうには見えないけど。
Especially because you're a girl.
はっきり言ってくれちゃって。でもこの華麗な棒術を見て、果たして同じことが言えるかしら。わあ、くるくる回ってすごいや。思い知ったかね。それじゃあもっとすごい技を。
エステル、はしゃぎすぎ。それよりも、もしかして君がルーイ君？
あ、うん。どうして名前を知ってるの？
村長さんに聞いたんだ。君が空飛ぶ影を見たってね。その時のことを聞きに来たんだ。
え？でも兵隊さんが調べて何も見つからなかったって。
うん、それでもいいんだ。僕たちにも教えてくれないかな。できる限り詳しくね。
僕、星を見るのが好きなんだ。それで夜中に家を抜け出してここで星を見たりするんだけど、この間の夜、夜空に2つの影が動くのを見かけたの。
ちょっと待って、空飛ぶ影って2つもあったの？
うん。あ、大きさは違ったよ。まるで親子連れみたいだった。
大きさの違う2つの影。
定期船と空賊艇、そう考えると辻褄は合うわね。
確かに森に現れた船は定期船よりも小型でしたね。
それでその2つの影は北の方に飛んでいっちゃって、そのまま見えなくなっちゃった。
北っていうと？
村の裏口からさらに参道が続いているわ。ずいぶん昔に廃校になった七葉石の鉱山があるみたいね。
兵隊さんたち北の参道を徹底的に調べたんだけど、だから僕が寝ぼけて夢を見たんだろうって言って、それでバカにしたように笑って。
I mean, you're literally a kid, so I can't blame them.
ああ、もう男の子が泣いたりしないの。
Boys don't cry.
私たちは兵隊とは違うよ。君の話が夢なんかじゃないってちゃんと証明してあげるんだから。
本
当も本当、どーんと任せなさいって。だから君もベソ書いちゃダメだからね。
お姉ちゃんいい人だね。
相変わらず子供に好かれやすいみたいね。
ええ、あれも人徳かもしれませんね。
どうしたの？
いや、なんでもないよ。それよりもやるべきことは決まったみたいだね。
早速村の裏口から出て北の参道を調べてみましょう。
Already the portal in every sense of the word. That's what Houseman says. Gray just misunderstands us. We had a chance to listen and talk to him. We understand where we're coming from. Gray and Pesco were at each other's throats today. Gray has been growing fruit well before the orchard cultivation spread throughout the village. It's the extent that we were able to reestablish the village after shut. I mean, that's why he's not very flexible. Gray thinks that the only reason why I want to use machines is so that I can be lazy. He clearly misunderstands me. I think we should use a number of cultivation technologies to improve the process. Scour the North Trail for clues. Look, trails leading north. Trails leading to the sky. Trails in the sky. Yeah, I think there's a boss encounter around here, right? I don't remember where exactly it was, but I remember there could be a boss. I don't know if I'm supposed to do something before coming here. It does say let's head out the back and scour the North Trail for close. So I think I am supposed to be there, and eventually we just trigger the boss. Very weak to fire. Not fire yet. Abandoned mine. We're here? I have no mine. It's here with a heavy chain
こ
of
こが
padlock.
廃校の入り口みたいだね。
確かに丸画鉱山と同じような雰囲気は残っているけど、ずいぶん錆びれちゃってるわね。
ずいぶん昔に閉鎖されたそうよ。鍵と鎖も錆びついているわ。
ということは空賊たちが出入りした可能性もない。だから軍も調べなかったのかな。
確かに岩山の中を調べても何かの手がかりが見つかるわけ。
どうしたのエステル？
気のせいかもしれないけど、中から風が吹いてきてない？
中からって廃校の奥から？
うん、そう。
ちょっと待って。本当だ。かすかだけど風が吹いてきている。
あ、やっぱり？
あんたって時々驚くほど勘が冴えることがあるわね。さすが先生の娘ってところかしら。
父さんは関係ないってば。それよりこの中めちゃめちゃ気にならない？
確かにどこかに通じてる可能性があるかもしれないね。調べてみる価値はありそうだ。
よーし、そうと決まったら早速鍵をぶち破って。
こらこらやめなさい。とりあえず村に戻って村長さんに相談してみるわよ。鍵を持ってるかもしれないわ。
チェ、残念。
We head back. Oh, cool. Found the tear bomb. I am heir Hey, I recognize that reference. For my husband, since this time of day, I'm sure he's up at the graveside on the hill. Wait, that's not it. There you go.
村長さん、ここにいたんだ。
おお、遊撃士の諸君か。
ずいぶん立派なお墓ね。
10年前の戦争の犠牲者を弔うために建てたものじゃ。ボース地方は帝国に近いから、この村も戦火に巻き込まれて何人かの犠牲者を出したのじゃ。
そうなんだ。
あんたたちまでしんみりすることはないさ。今ではここの掃除をするのが。ところでどうしたね。わしに用があるんじゃないのか。
あ、うん、相談したいことがあるんだけど、その前に。
これも縁だし、私たちもお参りしてもいいかしら。
花はありませんけど、せめてお祈りくらいは捧げさせてください。
おお、そうか。もちろん構わんとも。あやつらも喜ぶじゃろうて。あの廃校に手がかりがあるかもしれんか。確かに兵士たちはあの中までは調べなかったの。
ルーイって子の話を聞いてどうしても気になっちゃって、念のため調べてみたいから入り口の鍵を貸してくれないかな。
あの南京錠の鍵か。ちょっと待っておくれ。確かこの引き出しに。おっと、あったあった。ほら、これでいいんじゃろ。
Receive. Bend the key, mine key.
うわ、ごちそうな鍵。ありがとう、村長さん。
本当に助かります。
いやいや、遊撃士協会にはいつも世話になっとるからな。このくらい協力するのは当然じゃ。
村長さんみたいな人ばかりだと私たちも助かるんだけど。
何か見つかったらちゃんと報告させてもらいます。
うん、よろしくお願いする。
Let's head back. Oh, whoops. Of course. Couldn't dash that one. sure how busted it is. I mean, surely the devs would have just balanced it properly, right? I wish I had more things to say. Not sure if you're getting bored or something like that from the lack of people in the chat. No, it's fine. Wanted to take it. I'm fine with just taking it easy for now, because after the mind melting nonsense that is having to do track blazer over and over, it's nice to just have a reduced to searching empty chests. That's really sad, of course. Yeah, after the mind melting intensity that was running track blazer over and over, I think it's better to just do something else, because regardless of however you feel about gacha games like Umamusume and the like, it's important to take a break every now and then to reassess how much you actually want to play them, because not knowing your limits is a fast way to burn out. This chest is empty, but it wouldn't be empty if you put something in it. I will admit, I probably should go to sleep soon, because I am very tired and I'm trying, and I told myself, maybe I should just stay awake. I could just stay awake until I reach the boss fight in this area at the very least, but I am getting just over. I'm getting so tired that I'm making mistakes like that. It doesn't really have a lot to do with the game though itself. It's more so just, it's been a long day today, and unfortunately, as much as I wanted to stay much earlier, I was busy doing other things. And I always have tomorrow, although I think tomorrow I also wanna tomorrow I also do want to tackle Wua's anniversary, and that's gonna take multiple streams to cut through, since I haven't done the story in Wua in a very, very long time. That is entirely my own fault, by the way. Not because the game got boring or bad or anything, I just genuinely was taking a break from it, and I think I overdid the break. So bad that I got the you know, when you haven't logged in a gacha game for a long time, and the game's just doing shit like, you have returnee rewards. Like, get these rewards if you haven't played in a very long time. And I'm just looking at that thinking, oh, fuck. I haven't played in a long time. That's how bad it is. Even though I've been technically a day one player in Ua, I haven't actually been logging in to that consistently. But I think it is important, because you might just get, like I said, you sometimes do need to take a break from those games. Ooh, oh, fucking hell. Get out of here, please. Properly oh my god, I am so fucked up. Okay. Maybe if I just save in front of the mine shaft. Okay, never mind. Nope, still empty. Yeah. So one of the bigger issues is that I'm tired right now, so I'm making real dumbass mistakes, even though I did this area perfectly first time around, as you saw on the stream, and now I'm definitely not doing that. Oh my god, I'm so bad. We gotta log in and move on to daily stuff, but I don't think I can handle another mantra run just yet for daily run. Since I do have plan to how to make my team stars. Yeah, I think it's okay to, you know, play Uma, obviously if you still like it, and plan out the PvP shit, but at the same time, remember that these gacha games are very, very time consuming. Even if you are free to play, you are paying with your time, and your time is valuable, so it's important to every now and again, even if you don't feel like you're getting burnt out, to just take a few steps back and just take a break from it. I'm not telling you to quit the game for a long period of time, but just scale back the amount of time you spend in the game and try anything else. I'm not even telling y'all to do something more productive with your life in that amount of time, because genuinely, that's up to you. You could just replace it for like another video game like I'm doing right now. And I'm catching up through my backlog of old games.
早速村長さんから借りた鍵を使わなくちゃ。
Just try anything else.
硬い扉だったわね。
Even if you don't feel like you doing it at first, just at least give it a fair shot of about 10 minutes of doing it.
さてと。
空賊どもはともかく魔獣がいそうな気配はするわね。気を引き締めていくわよ。
Right. Okay. Hit the 2-hour mark. I know I could keep going, but I need to just save it for now because I know plenty of Umas I unlock play casually and go through the career stories as well as career events. I've unlocked for certain race outcomes, particular events, especially Brian. Yeah, that's another one. I wanted to go through a lot of the career mode stories that I haven't done in Uma, and obviously the Bond stories, because there's a lot of Bond stories that I haven't done. At the same time, a lot of Bond stories take a very long time to grind through. I know cafes, I'm literally missing just one more Bond level, and I have no idea how many more cafe runs I have to pull off to finally get that one. But in any case, I think I'll just end the stream for now because, like, legitimately, I'm sorry, I'm just very tired from the today, and I wish I could keep going, and I really do. I'll just get back to Trails in the Sky some other time. I don't know, but tomorrow's definitely. I'll probably give Wuwa a shot, see how the anniversary is like, and take advantage of those returning rewards because they're actually running out soon. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. I love a good Star Blast, but also use her for Taro, so don't build an Uma seriously until after reaching her good ending. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Same. I always try to at least do a casual playthrough of the career mode, and then I actually look through Game Torah and see, alright, what are the sweaty options to actually get good at her. But yeah, that's about it for tonight. Good night, fellas, and see you guys. Catch you guys next time.